All right. I want to talk a little bit about Colorado. I want to talk a little bit about what they were able to accomplish. And frankly, how I don't think that people are really responding to what Travis Hunter has done. Because it's not so much about Coach Prime. It's not really that much about Deion Sanders or Colorado. It's about Travis Hunter. So let me start with some notes here. Through the last 10 games, Travis Hunter's caught 68 balls for 980 yards with 10 TDs. Okay, that's offense. Basically 20 yards short of 1,000-yard season on 68 catches with 10 TDs. Okay? That's offense. On defense, he has 35 tackles and 3 picks, 6 breakups, and forced a game-winning fumble against Baylor. That dude is playing Iron Man football in the tough man sport at a level that we have never seen. Travis Hunter is unequivocally the best player in college football. Full stop. It's not close. Okay? Talked about the forced fumble. He's got an interception this season. Right now, he's got 37 catches for 472 yards. That ranks him 6th in the nation in receiving yards, 5th in the country in receptions. And among Power 4 schools, he is 3rd in receiving yards and 2nd in receptions. Oh, yeah, he plays 50-plus snaps on defense, and he's playing more snaps on defense than he is on offense. Realize this. Charles Woodson won the Heisman Trophy at Michigan 1997, being a dynamo in punt return, had 7 interceptions at corner, and 11 catches for 231 yards with a couple TDs on offense. Really great numbers defensively, good numbers as a punt returner, so-so as a receiver, but all that together is enough to put him at front of mind as the best player in college football. Add to that, best player on the best team in college football, and that is where we have a problem that we're going to unpack here. But I want to get back to Travis Hunter because I needed you to see that side by side. Because Charles Woodson is the closest comparison to what Travis Hunter is doing and has won the award. And Charles Woodson goes on to be one of the great NFL defensive backs of all time. Okay. Travis Hunter's going to enter the NFL draft in 2025. And when he does, he's going to have the best ball skills of any rookie in the league. Period. He's got his hands on more footballs, and he's playing both positions. He knows more about playing corner than any wide receiver, and he knows more about playing wide receiver than any corner. That knowledge is in his brain, okay? Those instincts are in his brain. He'll probably get a lot of buzz in 2025, but I'm going to say this right now, and I'm saying it in September, so nobody's going to remember that I said this come April. But he needs to be the number 1 overall pick in the 2025 draft. And I'm going to go get Shedeur because they boys and it's working. But he needs to be the number 1 overall pick. And I think he will be. Just NFL teams don't know it yet. They don't watch this sport in September. They're trying to win football games themselves. But I guarantee you, they're going to see it. They're going to see his production. And they're going to see what he's doing on both sides of the ball. I think the question is going to become who's going to let him play both ways. And that's probably going to be a part of the calculus, right? I think he's going to be able to do what Prime did, what Eli Manning did, pick his spot. And it's probably going to be based around, do I get to play like Shohei Ohtani gets to play in baseball, which we'll talk about. But back to winning the Heisman Trophy, a 6-6 Colorado isn't going to help Travis Hunter win the Heisman Trophy. It's just not. Matter of fact, it's more likely to kill his campaign. Now, you'd be like, hey, RJ, not everybody needs to be the best player on the best team to win the Heisman Trophy. Yeah, but let me give you a list of some of those guys. Lamar Jackson wins the Heisman Trophy at Louisville. They go 8-4. Okay, but he's Lamar Jackson, and he plays quarterback. Jaden Daniels wins the Heisman Trophy last year. They go 9-3, but he's Jaden Daniels. He went 3,800 passing, 1,100 on the ground, and he's a quarterback. A guy that should be in this conversation, but isn't, is Ashton Jeanty at Boise State. He plays at Boise State. That's the reason people aren't going to give him the what, for, and the how now to be a Heisman Trophy winner. The guys that Travis Hunter should be in conversation with are Cam Ward at Miami, Jalen Milroe at Alabama, Dylan Gabriel at Oregon for starters. But they play quarterback. Okay? Travis Hunter does not. Rightly or wrongly, Heisman voters don't watch enough football to know what Travis Hunter is doing is insane, is ridiculously awesome. We've never seen it. And I don't like seeing a quarterback win this award because he happens to be the quarterback on the best team. And I certainly don't like seeing a quarterback get to be the finalist like Stetson Bennett because he happens to be the quarterback on the best team in the country. I hate that. What Hunter is most like, though, at Colorado is what Randy Moss was at Marshall, what Calvin Johnson was at Georgia Tech, what Larry Fitzgerald was at Pittsburgh. None of them won the Heisman Trophy. All of them are on this team that we might call the best to ever do it, period. But what none of them has done, not Calvin Johnson, not Larry Fitzgerald, not Randy Moss, not even Deion Sanders, his superstar head coach, is play more than 100 snaps in every single football game. 100 snaps in every game? And he's holding up. And he doesn't show signs of being tired. Look, I watched Taylor Tatum damn near cough up the football against Tennessee last night because he was tired. Bruh, you was in there. You made one run. Travis Hunter going both ways all day and got enough steam in the overtime against Baylor to go force a fumble at the goal line. Respect it. There's nothing else to say on that. Respect it. We have never seen a player of this talent with this stamina on display in a sport defined by tough guys. We haven't even seen anybody attempt to do what Travis Hunter is engineered to apparently do. We've seen individual brilliance like this in one other sport, but not in this burnished brawn. In the one other sport that we've seen this kind of individual brilliance, I'm going to say it, is Shohei Ohtani. He plays baseball. This year, Ohtani became the first player to hit 50 home runs and steal 50 bases ever. And the reason he could do that is because they forbid him from throwing throwing a baseball this year because he got injured last year. Because he plays both ways. He pitches and he hits. He's the dream. It's Steve Nebraska over there, and we got Steve Nebraska over here. For those of y'all that ain't seen The Scout, you need to go see that movie. That's one of my favorite Brendan Fraser movies. Colorado's 3-1. They got to get to 8-9 wins for Travis Hunter to win this damn thing because I don't trust Heisman voters to do the right thing. The right thing is, after Act 1 of the season, right, first 4 games, splitting in thirds, 3 acts, recognize that Travis Hunter is pushing the sport into the future. Recognize that Jeremiah Smith has shown up and showed you that we can have a dude translate straight from high school to wide receiver 1 at a place with a wide receiver lineage as great as Ohio State. Recognize that Ryan Williams can reclassify and be 17 out here making it happen in every single game Alabama plays and is their number 1. Recognize that Trevor Lawrence came off the bench as a true freshman in 2018 and led that program to an undefeated season and a national championship. Stop being so conservative about this. That is the best player in the sport. And if the Stiff Arm Trophy is supposed to represent the best players in the sport, you fail more often than you get it right. I don't need Colorado to win another football game if Travis Hunter continues to play that Travis Hunter is playing. Because the man is a walking, talking sports trivia fact. Period. So you should crown him for that. Treat him like that. Crown Travis Hunter the nation's best player, and then let's see who can push it just a little bit further. All right, that's going to do it for tonight's episode of the number 1 college football show. We'll be back here live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because I got to do Keyshawn Johnson's show at our normally scheduled time instead of Wood, so we're going to do it. Be sure to check out All Facts, No Breaks, where I'm going to be talking college football with Keyshawn Johnson. We're going to do this. We're going to do this really well, I think on Saturday night, but it'll be from an undisclosed location until I'm ready to disclose it. If you like the show, please subscribe. We're this close to 110,000 subscribers to the #1 college football show. We do this thing 3 times a week live, Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesdays 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 p.m. on Saturdays at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Can't wait to see y'all the next time. Doses.